There is a pattern behind the people who are willing to lose everyone. Most people assume they're fearless. Psychology suggests something much more interesting. They simply reached a moment where losing themselves became more frightening than losing other people. Watch carefully the next time someone makes a decision that disappoints everyone around them. A friend says they're selfish. A family member calls them difficult. Someone accuses them of changing. From the outside, it looks like confidence. It isn't. The decision was already made long before the criticism arrived. And that's the part most people never notice. Before we continue, if you're fascinated by the hidden patterns behind human behavior, subscribe to The Pattern. Every week we explore the psychology most people overlook, helping you see what others miss. Most people don't make decisions based on what they believe. They make decisions based on what they can keep. Keep the peace, keep the relationship, keep everyone's approval, keep belonging. The decision quietly changes shape until it no longer reflects the truth. It reflects the least painful outcome. Psychologists have known for decades that human beings are deeply wired for social belonging. For most of our history, being rejected by the group wasn't simply uncomfortable, it could be fatal. Your nervous system still carries traces of that ancient calculation. That's why disagreement often feels much larger than the situation itself. You're not only risking an awkward conversation, part of your brain behaves as though you're risking survival. That's why so many people remain silent when they know they should speak. Why they apologize for boundaries that needed no apology. Why they keep saying yes long after every part of them wants to say no. It isn't weakness, it's an ancient survival strategy trying to solve a modern problem. But eventually, something changes. Not all at once, slowly, quietly, one honest decision at a time. Maybe they finally tell someone the truth. Maybe they leave a relationship that only worked when they abandoned themselves. Maybe they stop agreeing simply to avoid conflict. And then something unexpected happens. They survive. The world doesn't end. The loneliness they feared arrives and eventually leaves. Each experience teaches the nervous system something entirely new. You can disappoint people and still be safe. That lesson changes everything, because confidence rarely arrives first. Evidence does. Evidence that the friendships which disappeared after one honest conversation were never as secure as they seemed. Evidence that pretending to be smaller never guaranteed acceptance, it only delayed rejection. Evidence that many people weren't attached to who you truly were, they were attached to the version of you that never challenged them. At some point, the calculation changes. They begin noticing the hidden cost of constant approval. Every time they ignored their own judgment, they paid for it. Every time they silenced themselves, they paid for it. Every time they became easier to love by becoming less themselves, they paid for it. Eventually, they realized something most people never do. The price of keeping everyone comfortable had quietly become higher than the price of losing them. So they stopped paying it. Here's the pattern almost everyone misunderstands. People willing to lose everyone aren't less loving. Very often, they're more loving. The difference is where that love comes from. Most people use kindness as a negotiation. If I keep everyone happy, maybe they'll keep accepting me. Real kindness doesn't work that way. Real kindness tells the truth even when the truth creates discomfort. Real kindness allows other people to have emotions without immediately trying to fix them. Real kindness respects another person's freedom enough to let them disagree. That's very different from agreeableness. Agreeableness often sacrifices honesty to preserve comfort. Kindness protects truth. Those are not the same thing.
This is why deeply authentic people often make others uncomfortable without intending to. Their decisions expose a question nobody wants to ask themselves. If they aren't organizing their life around other people's approval, why am I? That's why authenticity can feel strangely threatening. Not because it's aggressive, because it quietly reveals another possibility, a different way to live, one where your decisions aren't controlled by who might leave. Many people mistake this for emotional detachment. It isn't. These people still feel fear. They still care deeply. They still hate disappointing people. The difference is simple. Fear no longer gets the final vote. Integrity does. And integrity almost never feels comfortable in the beginning. It feels expensive. Because every honest decision asks you to risk something valuable: approval, belonging, reputation, comfort. But over time, another pattern quietly emerges. Every honest decision becomes evidence that you can survive losing what was never meant to define you. Little by little, the fear becomes quieter. Not because rejection stops hurting, because your identity slowly stops depending on avoiding it. Eventually, you begin noticing something extraordinary. The people who disappear whenever you become honest were never staying because they truly knew you. They were staying because the version of you they preferred never challenged their expectations. You haven't lost them. You've simply stopped pretending to be someone else to keep them. That isn't loss. That's clarity. You don't become fearless by convincing yourself you don't care what people think. You become freer each time you choose what is true over what is comfortable. One conversation, one boundary, one honest decision, again and again, until your nervous system finally learns that rejection is painful, but self-abandonment is far more costly. There is one final pattern worth remembering. The strongest people aren't the ones willing to lose everyone. They're the ones who finally realized they were never meant to build their life around preventing people from leaving. Because the people who are truly meant to stay will never require you to become someone else just to earn your place beside them. See what others miss.